we've definitely weeded out some people who just didn't fit the vision and didn't understand what we're trying to do here. Like, I tell everybody here, it's like Steve and I's dreams are big enough to fit everybody else's in them. So, I want guys that are dreamers and motivated and driven. Like, if that's not the case and you just want to clock in, do the bare minimum and go home, like this just isn't the place for you. And that's not a big deal. You can find a place that is, but here we're looking for guys that are hungry. We want dudes to help us grow this thing and be a part of something bigger.
This episode is brought to you by 10X Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10X Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker. They only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by Rakowski Law Firm. If you're a business owner or have built a level of wealth, but you don't have your estate plan dialed in, you're exposed. Rakowski Law Firm helps families and business owners protect their assets, avoid probate, and make sure everything transfers exactly how it should. This isn't just paperwork, it's a real strategy to protect your legacy. If you haven't looked at your plan in a while or don't have one, go to rakowskilawfirm.com. This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team. What's up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by ExitWise. If you're a business owner thinking about selling your company, whether that's now or years down the road, you need to know what your business is actually worth and how to maximize that exit. That's exactly what ExitWise does. They help you prepare, position, and ultimately sell your business by assembling a world-class team of M&A experts around you, guiding you from valuation all the way through closing. If you want to know what your business is really worth and how to increase that number before you sell, go check out exitwise.com and get ahead of it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Builder's Bible podcast. Today, we're going to be covering a lot of key topics, the challenges, the pain points, growth, expansion, and many more. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it.
Where are you guys located?
Kerrville, Texas.
Okay, cool. How long have you guys been down there?
I've been at Kerrville for a little over a year. And then he's been in the area for far longer than I have.
I live in Bandera. It's a small town about 30 minutes away.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. Well, yeah, tell me a little bit about Eager Plumbing. How'd you guys start it? How'd you guys get into it? Give me the lowdown.
So Steve bought Aaron Plumbing and Hager Plumbing about a year ago and rebranded Eager Plumbing. I owned DH Plumbing out of San Antonio, Bandera. And then we became really close, became buddies, and then went ahead and merged both companies into one. He had the construction, side going pretty well. Needed help with service stuff. I have the service stuff, and I don't do construction. So we just came together and made one big thing. Now we have 4 locations, one in San Antonio, Kerrville, Fredericksburg, and Bernie.
Oh, wow. You guys are growing like crazy.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. How big are you guys? How many employees do you have? Through all 4 locations.
Just over 30. No, just under 30.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah, 28 employees. We got 3 trucks running full time in San Antonio, 3 trucks running in Kerrville, and trying to find as many plumbers as possible.
Really? Yeah. How's business been for you guys so far? I mean, we're done with Q1 now, so.
Good. Slow start with just trying to figure out this new economy with gas being $4 a gallon in Texas. It's weird.
Yep.
But just trying to provide good service, good value, and keep the average tickets up and keep the revenue high, but still also provide the service that reflects it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What does the rest of the year look like for you guys? Work wise, you guys looking at growing, hiring new employees. Talk to me a
Oh
little bit
yeah,
about that.
I'd like to add at least 5 more service plumbers by the end of the year. I'm sure he'd like to add at least 2 or 3 more construction crews by the end of the year. Uh, I mean, we'd really like to see commercial construction become a bigger thing. Uh, yeah, and hopefully get to that $5 million revenue mark.
Sure, absolutely. So you guys are doing commercial construction and plumbing as well too. Am I get that right?
So commercial plumbing construction
Oh, okay.
and residential plumbing construction. So
Gotcha.
that's kind of our niche right now is the custom homes. So Steve is pumping out bids every week to do custom homes. We've got some really good relationships with good builders. But we're putting our foot into the commercial space, just trying to find good relationships, people that are good to work with, because commercial you can get some people who just don't want to pay.
Right. Yeah, I can imagine that's a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have relationships with like I guess the big home builders, like, like your Taylor Morrisons, Shea Homes, stuff like that?
No,
No?
we,
Oh,
it's a different market altogether. They've reached out to us. I've submitted bids, but we're probably double what the guys that are actually doing those jobs are.
yeah.
So
Yeah, when you get to those track homes and the production side of it, it's I mean, not to be rude to any of those guys, but it's like a race to the bottom. It's whoever you see on the job is the lowest bid, and that's what it is. It doesn't matter how good the value is, how good the craftsmanship is. It's whoever's the bottom dollar.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. They definitely have a stigma to them for sure. Some
Yeah.
more than others. But yeah, they try to throw those up, as quickly as possible, as cheaply as possible, and then move on to the next one.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Collar Business Advisors. If you're running an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, or landscaping, or any other type of home service business and wondering where all the money is going despite growing your revenue, you need to talk to Paul Maskill. Paul has scaled and sold multiple blue collar businesses and now helps business owners improve cash flow, profitability, and financial clarity through outsourced CFO services. His clients gain a better understanding of their numbers, build predictable profits, and create a business that supports the life they actually want. One of the things I appreciate most about Paul is he's not just a finance guy. He's been in the trenches as an owner. He understands the challenges of running blue collar businesses because he's done it himself. If you're doing a few $1 million a year in revenue and want to stop guessing at your numbers and start building real wealth, head over to bluecollaradvisors.com. That's thebluecollaradvisors.com and schedule a discovery call with Paul and his team. Blue Collar Business Advisors, helping blue-collar business owners build financially healthy companies and achieve permanent profitability. This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital. Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast. This episode is brought to you by Jonathan Keim and the teams at 360 Commercial Roofing and Top Roof Marketing. If you own or manage commercial property or you're a roofing contractor looking to grow, Jonathan has spent more than a decade helping businesses protect their buildings and scale through proven commercial roofing and marketing systems. His companies specialize in commercial roofing solutions, roof asset management, and marketing built specifically for the roofing industry. Whether you need a trusted commercial roofing partner or want to generate more qualified roofing leads, check out 360 Commercial Roofing or Top Roof Marketing. You can go to www.360, like 360, commercialroofing.com, and Top Roof Marketing, www.toproofmarketing.com. Now let's get into today's episode.
What's been your biggest challenge, for you guys so far? What do you guys kind of work through right now?
Currently it's just marketing. Uh, just trying to figure out I mean, that's an ever changing field of what
Yeah.
works, what doesn't work, where you're saving money, where you're having to spend more money. You know, branding, getting the brand out there as much as possible, but uh, and just kind of training the guys and teaching some older guys new tricks. But luckily we've been pretty blessed with guys that are uh, receptive, and they definitely don't give up on the process. It takes a little bit longer, but they're willing to see it through.
Good. That's awesome. It's definitely, you got to have the right fit in the company, if that makes
Yeah,
sense too, because there's so many people like, I don't get it, and they just give up and,
yeah,
move on to the next job or something like
yeah.
that.
And we've definitely weeded out some people who uh, just didn't fit the vision, and didn't understand what we're trying to do here. Like, I tell everybody here, it's like Steve and I's dreams are big enough to fit everybody else's in them. So, I want guys that are dreamers and motivated and driven. Like, if that's not the case and you just want to clock in, do the bare minimum and go home, like, this just isn't the place for you. And that's not a big deal. You can find a place that is, but here we're looking for guys that are hungry. We want dudes to help us grow this thing and be a part of something bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotcha. Are you guys, as far as like getting contacts, are you guys, doing your own, as far as like marketing, customer acquisition, you guys doing their own, or like, are your guys kind of doing their own as well too, and then bringing you guys the business, or you guys
No,
just
so
feeding them
we have a
everything?
marketing agency that runs pretty much everything. I run the social media side of it, and I deal with the
Okay.
marketing agency directly. But no, for the most part, like, Steve and I are very similar in the sense of, like, we are the people who will find the professionals to do a good job and bring our vision to life, rather than try and be in control of everything. We're in
Yeah.
control of it, but while hiring people who are good at what we need to done.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's been your guys' biggest need so far?
I would say just guys and lead flow. You know,
Yeah.
just keeping leads coming in, because we constantly need more and more leads.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bigger you get.
And it's almost like two different businesses.
Yeah.
He's over the service side. I've got construction. So he needs leads and Google click ads. And I need, software and cost control, project costing, dudes that are, actually participating within those. Um, when we bought it, we got Service Titan, and that was like step one, getting the service side like more automated, set up with the software. Once we did our merger, I'd say it was probably December last year is when I finally got to like really pivot and start focusing on construction. So we just downloaded or purchased Builder Trend recently, and we're going through that. So trying to keep up with day to day, and also implementing, slowly having Builder Trend be more and more of our construction side of our business. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Is that been going pretty well for you guys so far? A
Yeah.
little bit of a
Yeah.
learning curve.
Yeah. It's really just, honestly, I think actually the biggest thing is that we need is time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, about 10 more hours in each day for Steve, and, just across the board, just the amount of time dealing with day-to-day stuff, dealing with, you know,
yeah,
people bringing you issues that you got to deal with, while on top of getting done the list that you have created for yourself is the fun part. But I mean, it doesn't matter what business you're doing. That's kind of the thing across the board, right? For sure.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
nowhere
Yeah.
near like where we want it to be, but compared to where it was when we bought it,
Yeah.
we're making a lot of progress.
Yeah.
So one step at a
Oh
time.
yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's I mean, it's funny you mentioned time. I wish I had more time in my day too. It's I got two kids at home, so I have a 3-year-old and a 3-month-old, and when I got to clock out for the day and be like, okay, I got to go home and take care of the kids. Like I still have 3 or 4 other things I want to get done, but I was like, all right, that's just gonna have to wait till tomorrow, or 10:30 at night when all the kids are down to bed. So it's
Yeah.
I get it. I
For
get
sure.
it.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Yeah, but like it sounds like you guys are making some pretty good progress. Like 3 to 5 years, I'm sure you guys are going to be, where you want to be, from today. But in 3 to
Yeah.
5 years, you're gonna be like, oh, actually, we want to be here in 3 to 5 years. So, where do you guys think you'll be in the 3 to 5 years or so?
3 to 5 years, we should definitely be at 10 million in revenue.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We've got some 5-year plans, 10-year plans. I'd like to see, just me personally, I'd like to see just service doing 10 million and then construction doing 10 million.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because I think the difference that we bring to the table across the board is obviously you hear service companies like, it's common for a service company to have really good customer service and really good craftsmanship and really good this, that, or the other because you're going into people's homes every day, so you have to, right? Like, not that construction doesn't have to, but it's less common in the construction space. But Steve's cultivated a culture and a group of guys that have completely bought in and care just as much as we do. And it shows. And that's why not every customer is necessarily our customer, whether that's service or construction. But the people that know us and they trust us and they hire us, they know why it's better to spend more money with us than it is someone else because we're better than any other company in my opinion as far as how we deal with our customers and how we treat our customers and how we do our jobs. Like, if you call and there's a problem, we're figuring it out right now. We're not gonna say see you next week. We don't push you off like we don't have time for you. Like, Steve and I take customer service very seriously on all construction service. It doesn't matter. Like, I think that's something that's been lost in the industry for a little while.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's your reputation on the line too. So
Yeah, absolutely. You can't push sales and forget about customer service. There's been this big push as the last 5 years for sales and revenue is the cool thing to talk about and train and that's all anybody who ever wants to focus on. But like, you know, how do your customers feel about you? Are you the company that has the reputation in town of ripping people off and charging them, you know, a crap ton of money for something they didn't really want, but they felt pressured into? Like, yeah, your revenue looks cool, but is it blood money or is it some money that customers actually wanted to give you,
right, right, right. I definitely get it. How much? What percentage would you say are of your businesses are reoccurring customers?
Uh, I think our recurring customers on a weekly basis is like 35 to 40%. So a pretty decent amount.
On
Yeah.
construction, it's probably 75%
Yeah.
now.
Right,
I'm reaching
right.
out and trying to get more, but all of our builders, I don't think we've done like a one and done. Whenever we get one, we typically keep working for
Yeah.
Very nice. And that's at least like, hey, we need you to come back in for a bid. Even if you don't get the job, they'll just keep calling you on the next project, next project.
Yeah.
them. A lot of them were they're just their plumber. They formed a team of subcontractors, and it's like
Oh,
until we screw it up, or I haven't used that, but yeah, we're on the team.
Yeah.
gotcha. Gotcha. Good for you guys. Yep. There's
Yeah.
back to what we were just talking about, all about reputation. Nice.
Mhm.
Good for you guys. So what's been your biggest need so far? I mean, you guys have been doing this for, you know, quite a while, just like generally speaking, but, ear plumbing is, fairly new. But yeah, so far, like since the merger, I guess, what's been your biggest need?
As far as biggest need, I mean, I don't really feel like we need anything. We're really doing everything that we need to be doing. It's just time. It just takes time. Like,
Yeah.
as much as we want to snap our fingers and be at 100 million in revenue with 20 locations or whatever, we understand that it's just going to take time, like anything else. But but yeah, I mean, we've got such a good culture here that enjoying the process is not a hard thing to do here. You know, Steve's pretty much my best friend. I mean, he sits 12 feet away from me, and we just destroy each other verbally all day and
Yeah.
laugh. It's like it's cool for me because when I met Steve, like, well, I preached to him constantly that I had been taught my whole career, you don't ever do a partnership because it's never going to work. It always ends terribly. Ego, this, that, or the other. And one of the conversations that made me realize this was going to work was the conversation we had where we both entertained the idea of the merger. And I was like, I know it'll work because neither one of us have an ego in things that we know we're not good at. So
Yeah.
like, Steve knows he's a construction guy. He's never been in service. He's never had to deal with residential service. He's never had to deal with, an angry female customer at the house that you track mud in or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Also not a plumber. So
yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm a master plumber. I've been plumbing since I was 17. Steve's background is in oil and gas. Like he knows how to operate at a high level with, high level individuals around him. And Steve's very good at organization and, you know, building processes, building these things and getting them going. And I am very much the chaotic, blue collar guy that's like, I just want to sell work, go to work. And, I'm teaching him how to price things out on the service side. And then he's teaching me how to organize emails.
Yeah. Hey, AI can do all that for you now, so you don't need Steve.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good dynamic. Like
Yeah.
I think from the very beginning, we both just understood what we were good at and understood that we complement each other very well. We're very different, but we're extremely similar in the same breath. Like it just works out really well. We talk about all the time how weird it is, how smooth and how much sense it made. Just going for like, what was it from the start of the conversation to like actual conception of the
I think so. I found
last 90 days or something like that?
I found him on a podcast because like you said, I'm a service plumber, never had a service plumbing business. And I was on an online platform. So I was trying to get all the information I could on how to structure it. And came across a Jared Williams podcast. It was like Texas plumber makes millions. So clicked on that. Turns out it's this redneck from 20 miles down the road. And so I think that was like almost a year ago exactly.
Yeah, July 11th.
July.
I got the memory update this morning. That was when I did that podcast.
I didn't listen to it until April.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So, and I hit him up on the DMs. We played phone tag for like a month. And then once we met, I don't know. We probably knew each other for a month before we talked about merging.
Yeah.
And then once we brought up the merger conversation, 72 days. Yeah. Something like that to close that.
Yeah. It was really fast. It felt very, very right. Very like we had nothing to do with it. It was just like weird. So
yeah,
I knew I didn't want to keep going alone. I needed a team. The pressure of owning and running a small business it's a lot to handle, especially when you have no one else to share anything with. So
Yeah, it is.
just meeting him and seeing how he operates at that time, I was like, okay, Steve's like that next level up for me. Like, okay, I can learn a lot from this guy as far as like how to operate as a business owner, as a manager, like all the areas in which I was lacking. And then I can't remember why like the merger hit my head, but I was like, I want to be around this guy every day. What do I have to do that? Oh, what if we just freaking went into business as a partnership?
Mhm.
So it kind of went from that into, I said that to him and he immediately said like, I've thought the same thing. So let's start talking,
Yeah.
but, yeah, no, it's been great. I zero regrets.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well, it sounds like it was really organic. You two complement each
Yeah.
other and then things just kind of naturally came together. So
Yeah.
extremely. Yeah.
yeah. Good to hear. Yeah, that's the best. I mean, it's you got someone you can bounce ideas off, someone you can trust, someone you don't mind, speaking up against, so it works out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, Steve, you mentioned oil and gas, or Dalton, you mentioned Steve was in oil and gas. It's actually, I have a background in oil and gas myself, but we'll talk about that on another call.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, it's as far as switching gears a little bit, as far as like growth, how are you guys acquiring your capital? How are you guys making your purchases? Is it just cash flow from the business, or do you have loans out, or lines of credit? How's that look?
We have a third business partner, who's our silent investor.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah. He was
Okay.
my original business partner
Yeah.
that we purchased the Aaron and Hager plumbing originally together. And
Gotcha.
then Dalton came on board just last year.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Very nice. Well,
Yeah.
I know you guys are busy. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but where can they find you guys?
They can find us on our website, eagerplumbingtx.com. They can find me. I promise you won't find Steve on social media. I got a
They'll just
LinkedIn.
find you bitch at 400 pounds.
Yeah, he's got a LinkedIn. I'm just Dalton Hatch on everything. Anything as far as the business on everything, it's your plumbing. Yeah, if anyone's in Fredericksburg, San Antonio, Bernie, or Kerrville, and you're a plumber and you want a job, hit me up.
Will do. Yeah. If I know any plumbers too across those areas, because I do talk to a lot of businesses and just a lot of individuals in general. So I'll send them your way for sure. For sure.
Sounds good.
It. So cool. Thanks, guys. Well, stick around. I got a quick question for you guys.
Hey, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Builders Bible Podcast. If you have any questions or if you want to be on an episode, reach out anytime. Alex at kings-coaching.co. Talk to you guys soon.